how to update the Genie Universal Clip. Got 2 units here that need updating. With the latest update you can do no test point BB5 Nokia unlocking, and you can also use these as an interface for NSS Pro. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's turn these on. See, this version is 00114. So it's not the latest one, but it's not too bad. This one is the same. Turn that on. Yeah. Both batteries full. If you have a really old version of firmware, you can still update it, but first you have to update it manually to a usable version, like 00186 I think it was. So if your firmware is older than 00186, you need to update it manually first. You can see the version here. So this is 001.14. So if yours is older than 00186 I think it was, this is what you need to do. First you need to put the device into USB disk mode. If you can see that. So from the main menu you click here on mode, so you select USB disk mode. Okay, you need a regular mini USB cable, so you plug that in there and you plug this into your computer, so it's gonna pop up as a removable device. Okay, so let's plug this in the USB. Genie USB mass storage device. Wait for the drivers to install. I will put in the description below all these files that you need, so check the link there. Everything will be in the archive in the description. The hardware is installed and ready to use. And if you go to my computer, you can see here is going to be Genie and your serial number. So if your system is older than 00186, I think it was, yeah, you need to copy these files here inside the system folder of your SD card. So go in system and you put the files here. Don't delete any of these. This is your security key and other information that the Genie needs to operate. So just copy those here, and after you do that, this is already newer than that version, so it's not going to work. But after you do that, you remove the cable, you hit exit, and then you go to mode, and here you're gonna see update firmware. The reason why you need to do this manually first is on all the firmware versions you don't have this option here, USB OS update. So you need that to update to the latest version. So manually install the 186 update first, and it only takes a couple of seconds. The device will restart, and if it gets stuck to a blue screen, don't panic, just hit that reset button there and everything is going to be fine. After that, what you want to do is install the Genie Suite 1.2. Going to install the drivers. Okay. After that, you want to copy Genie 0.14 to your Genie suite folder. So this is your Genie suite folder. There's already a Genie here, but it's an older version. That's not what you want. So copy the Genie 0.14 here and run it. Okay. You go on disk mode again. Mode USB disk. Okay. And connect your USB cable. And click refresh. Here are all the available modules and scripts for the Genie, and here is going to be your Genie. Just click on everything that you want to transfer. I put everything on there apart from this module BB5SL1, because there's already the no test point SL1 and SL2 unlocker, so this one is obsolete. Also, if you have more modules that can fit on the clips screen, you cannot scroll down. So if you mark all of them, you're not going to see this last one here in the list, and this one is important. We'll talk about it later. So don't take that one because you don't need it. You already have it included in this module in BB5 no test point. So what you want to do is sync. It's going to take a while to copy everything. Okay, so everything's been synced. Here you see a description of the modules. This is a COM port emulator, so you can use this with other programs like Infinity Best. This is for BB5. This is the latest one. You just need F-bus cables, and it's gonna unlock them. The FLS5 and PKD1. These are dongle emulators to use with Phoenix, the Nokia original program. This module is for DCT4 Plus. This is the older no test point BB5 module. And it's another one for DCT4 Plus. No one knows what this GNOC one is for. RPL generator, that's good. DCT4 unlocker, another DCT4 plus lock unlock, hash reader for brute force, and this last one, SCNI emulator, stands for super cheap Nokia interface, is to use with NSS Pro. Now let's update the firmware on the device. So after this sync is done, all the necessary files are already on the clip. So what you want to do is remove the cable and click exit, and now go to device manager. On your clip, go to mode and select USB OS update. And that's not good. If that happens, just restart the device. So mode, USB OS update. It's gonna check the files. It's gonna say run ugenie.exe. So this one is ready. Plug the USB cable here and it's gonna ask for drivers. Make sure you install that driver and from this folder here, and everything will work fine. Okay, so the update is now done. You can see if you go to about, it's 0.1.66R, which is the latest one. If the Genie update, so this last stage, if the Genie gives an error, device not found, all the files are already here for the updates, so just run the older Genie from this folder here and just go to the device manager and update, and it's gonna run the update, and it is now updated to the latest version. So you can remove the cable now. Let's go to programs and Nokia. You can see the modules here. So if you want to unlock a BB5 phone, run that BB5 tool. If you get an error while trying to run the BB5 tool, it could be that the internal battery is dead. I'm not talking about this rechargeable one here at the back. I'm talking about the CMOS battery inside, which holds your serial number. So if that battery runs out, this pretty much becomes useless. I think the DTC4 module still works with the battery dead, but the BB5 does not. So if you get an error for that, that is the reason why. But if this module starts fine, you can just connect the F-bus cable here. Empty box cables can go directly here. If not, just use the provided adapter and you just click unlock. And it's gonna look for a phone, but obviously there's no phone connected. So let's exit and look at the super cheap Nokia interface, which is this. So run that module. Okay. So plug the cable in. Okay, so install the driver. Okay, now you should see super cheap Nokia interface. By the way, the driver is located in the Genie 014 folder here in the driver folder. That's the drivers here. So start the NSS Pro version 0.54. If you go to the F-bus interface, it's gonna find your device here, and now you can connect your BB5 phones and unlock them, do whatever. So this is very nice. There are other tools from the old Genie suite. I haven't tested these yet. These are the old ones. Update tool, don't do this. This was server based, so that's not gonna work anymore. Remote tools, this was by server as well. Permanent memory tool, this may still work. Maybe not. Oh, you probably have to put the device in the start the module for PM2 for that to work. So DCT4, RPL tool here, and here's the manual for it. Right, yeah, that's step-by-step instructions. Okay, now that that is done, let's get out of here. Okay, so the CMOS battery that I mentioned earlier inside of this device uses very little power. So chances are your device is still alive, but you know, in time the battery will die. So to prevent your device from dying, it's advised to replace that. But the only way to safely replace it is to not disconnect the power from the battery terminals at any point. So I'm gonna open this now, and the way I'm gonna do it is you need two batteries for this to work. So one's gonna be a temporary battery, which I will connect to the terminals or along the traces of the original battery. So when I remove the old battery, this temporary battery will still hold voltage. And then I'll put a new battery in its place. Then I can remove the temporary battery. And the new battery, if it's a quality one, I will use a Duracell one. It will last for at least 10 years. So you're good there. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.